of the new recruits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. And then you get to meet these guys then as they get older and they play. Because you talked to a couple of the young guys that were playing for the team this year, right?
Yeah. For that got drafted from junior to Calgary. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so did any of them make the practice team or are they just
One guy actually who played for the junior A Mounties made practice roster for
nice?
Calgary.
That's a nice start.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a tough road to go, man. There's so many guys playing.
Yeah. Well, and like I've told you before, like Calgary's training camp was like super competitive this year.
Yeah, yeah, I would imagine all of them. It's nuts. So, I mean, you must have been pretty. Hang on, I always forget to do this, but we got Owen Falk with us, OJ the dude, doing his thing up there. So, a very exciting week to be in Calgary. What a game! You really got some entertainment out of this one.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. Like I'm not gonna lie, a little bit through the third, I was a bit nervous because of some of the catching up. But honestly, I was sitting right there and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I think so. That was a doubleheader for Halifax. I think
Yeah,
they were tired. Calgary plays fast. They played a pretty intense game against Buffalo. That was nuts. The Buffalo game was crazy. I was surprised they were able to pull it out. And then they went on to Calgary. And right off the bat, I mean, Tyler Pace gets started less than 30 seconds into the game. He gets the first goal.
yeah, no. And then Cookie managed to score two in in the first period,
Yep.
as well as Pace got another. And yeah, everyone was just scoring.
Yeah, yeah, 6 goals in the first 12 minutes of the first quarter. That's that's hard for anybody to come back from. So I mean, leaving the first quarter at 6-4, you guys had a couple minute lapse there, but then you come out into the second quarter and again just flying. Less than 30 seconds into it, you get the first goal, and then about a minute later you get the second one, and then it's like 10 seconds after that you get the third one. I mean, so now it's 9-4, and you got to be just like, wow, what is going on?
Right? I think it was around that time in the second quarter. I may have stepped uh onto the concourse a little bit to get myself some 50-50. And when I got back, I was like, what the what?
It's like, what just happened here, everybody?
Yeah. What I missed? Oh, you missed like 4 goals. I'm like, what?
Yeah, huh? I missed all of that, and yeah, that's crazy. It happens fast. And the beautiful thing is you'll get to at least see the highlights when this video comes out, so you'll get to see most of
Yeah.
the goals. But Nash was able to score, but then I mean Calgary did a good job answering, immediately after. And Josh Courier scores. Tyler,
Yep.
Pace has his hat trick before halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, no, it was, like I said, it was definitely a wild game.
Yeah.
Third quarter, Halifax comes out and scores twice with
Theed,
and
yep.
then
You ever watch the
Heath.
Lorax?
Oh yeah.
Everybody needs a Theed. That's what I say to myself whenever I see him going, because that's what I think of. So whenever I see him do something cool, I'm like, everybody needs a
Yeah.
Theed. Yeah, I start singing that. That's how I remember to say his name. But yeah,
Yeah.
Theed, and then Jesse King, the captain, gets his hat trick and get Calgary back on the board for the lone goal. And pretty much towards the end of the third quarter, you're in the final third.
Yeah, and that goal by King was actually on the power play.
Yeah.
So it was a rough game.
Oh yeah.
Like there was a lot of penalties. 3 players and the head coach got kicked out.
Yeah, I see that. Jake Withers, throwing out game misconduct. They gave Jake Withers a lot of penalties.
4.
2 10-minute game misconducts, one for unsportsmanlike conduct, and another one that just says game misconduct. They didn't even say what it was. But yeah, that is crazy. I have not watched that far into the game yet, so wow, yeah, that fourth quarter looks nuts.
Yeah, no, it was funny because by the second person to get thrown out, all the Cali fans were going, "Okay, bye." Yeah,
Have a
just
good
waving.
night. Yeah, it just
Yeah.
that's awesome. But yeah, no, it looked like it was I mean, as far as entertainment goes, so you go to a game like that, you go with your dad, and is it Anton that goes with you?
Yeah, my buddy Anton, yeah.
Yeah, and so what is the atmosphere like with you guys as you're watching the game? Are you guys like up out of the seats cheering, banging on the glass, or
Me and Anton are, and if you see a goal in that end, I'm usually the red jersey body checking the board after the goal.
unless you're taking pictures of the mascot, because I caught you last week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
No, I got a few pictures after the game. I got to talk to my buddy Tyson Bell for a bit.
That's awesome. How he is one of those players. He
Yeah.
is so good, but he's a pretty emotional player. I'm sure he was involved in some of that.
Yeah, no, I like when I talked to him after the game, he was like, yeah. And he explained to me what happened with the coach when the coach got thrown out.
Who got
It
thrown
said,
out? Which coach?
their head coach, I can't remember his
For
name.
Halifax?
Yeah.
Mike Kersey.
Yeah, he got thrown out, and basically what Tyson Bell told me is the ref thought he was like trying to be mouthy and question something when really he was trying to challenge something.
Yeah.
He threw his white flag and was trying to challenge.
Oh yeah, he threw the beanbag out there, the red
Yeah, yeah,
beanbag. I like the white flag though. He was surrendering. He was just like, all right, we're
yeah.
out.
No, that's what I told Tyson Bell. I'm like, from where I was sitting, it looked like he was surrendering.
Yeah. You sent me some photos.
I did, yeah. Yeah, no, that new logo is sweet. And I am also in the works of getting my old logo animated into an intro.
So why
for my
don't
video.
why don't we ever meet up with Anton? What's his
Yeah.
podcast about?
We could meet. We could have Anton on. He was saying that he'd like to come on here. So
Yeah, next time if you know we're gonna do a Tuesday night and you got time, see if you can get him to pop over. So
yeah, no, Anton's definitely down for that for
uh,
sure. He mentioned it at the game the other night.
Sweet. So we'll try to shoot for next week, but let's finish up with the fourth quarter. So the fourth
All
quarter
right.
though, offensively, you guys were able to get 3 goals fairly early, the first half basically. The second half, scoreless, still very entertaining it looks like. But
Yeah.
the looking at the penalty summaries, yeah, there's going to be a lot of highlights.
Yeah, no, and like I said, there was almost a line brawl at one point too.
You know, you know that video I had on YouTube, the short with the two guys fighting?
I don't think I saw that one.
The one
Honestly.
guy's in a jersey. If you go through my shorts,
Oh yeah.
it says handshake gone bad. The guy in the flip flops and the jeans is
Yeah.
that N Thompson for Halifax, Nino Thompson.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you said that afterwards, he got tossed out at 2:13. It looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I got to go through and watch that game. That game looks nuts.
It was like I said, it was crazy. There was penalties left and right.
Yeah, yeah. So it looks like whenever it's missing action as far as goals go, yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, so looking at the top penalty minutes here, Jake Withers actually had 14 minutes in the box.
Yeah, plus 2 10-minute game misconducts. That
Yep.
doesn't. I mean, there's no way they're adding that up because he's got 2 10 minutes, so that's 20 minutes right there.
Yeah.
That's nuts. But your boy Zach Courier got on the board.
Yeah, no, Zach Courier, he scored for a change. I don't
Yeah.
think that's happened yet this season.
No, that's the first one, and actually Stamper talked about it. I dropped it today. Yeah, he was talking about it. What a big, and actually after he scored, you seen him. He pulls the monkey off his back. It was cool to see, and everybody was stoked. That was
Yeah.
that was impressive. What'd you think of Halifax pulling the goalie and them going 5-on-4?
That was definitely a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, they ended up scoring on the one.
Yeah. But it was funny because what was it? One of the plays when the goalie was pulled, Delbs almost got one in. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, Delbs just rips it down the court at one point, and like it bounces right just over the net.
Man, yeah, I wish I got to see Delbs get. Like I said, I'm gonna watch this game tomorrow morning and clip through it.
Yeah.
I got a couple of podcasts I got to get out. But Del Bianco, 38 saves, no assists last night.
No, I think he got like 3 or 4.
He had,
Just let me check Twitter because I think the total for that, the assists for kids went up to like 5,000 or something.
Do you know how to share your screen?
Yeah.
When you find it on Twitter, pull it up and then just send me the link and I'll throw it in the description.
Oh, here it is. Yep. All right. So he got 3 assists. I'll share it right now. 3. There we go. So yeah, right here with 3 assists tonight, Delves is up to 10 this season. That means another 1,500 to Kidsport. The season total is now 500,000.
Sweet, and then send me a link to that, and I'll add it in there. That's awesome. I love hearing that. That's so cool. It's one of the things they do. Delves, last year goalie of the year. He doesn't quite seem to be having as good of a season.
No, he's not having a bad season by any means, but it's not like
the lights out season. Yeah, last year was just last year that was crazy. But so a super exciting game. So now next week, who are we playing?
This week. Well, at the time of this recording, yeah. Saturday is against Philadelphia, I believe.
and it's another home game.
Yep.
So Joe Resiteris, Matt Rambo, and Mitch Jones are coming up to Calgary, and they're going to try to, show the Roughnecks what's going on. What do you foresee happening? I mean, I don't think you saw a 17 goal game coming out of Calgary after last week.
No, I did not see a 17 goal again. Halifax sitting at third in the league.
Yeah, no, this is a huge game for Calgary, and it really kind of, as far as the standings go, gets them where they needed to be because they've really had to win
Yep.
this game.
Yeah, no, it was a do or die like win type of game. It
Yeah,
was the first time at a home game in the last 3 games that I got through at half, and I was like, "Whoa, okay, I can live now. I
yeah.
can live right now."
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the standings up so you can see them. But yeah, no.
Yeah,
So right now you guys are basically you're just behind Panther City.
yeah,
You are tied with 4 wins, but you've kind of put yourself back in control of your destiny if you can just keep winning.
yeah, yeah. No, if we can get another big win against Philadelphia, I think that will do us some good too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no. This will be a huge win because when you look at where the Wings sit, if they get a win, now they're tied with Calgary with 4 wins.
Yeah,
So this is huge. It can put them into the 5 win category, which depending on how the Bandits and the Riptide and everybody fares this weekend could be those guys, because that's what when everybody's looking at it, they're like Colorado's probably out already. Really, they're only 2 wins away
Mm,
from being in 7th place.
yeah. I wouldn't count necessarily anyone out until it's time.
No, definitely not. And all right, so let's I played this game with Paul last night.
Oh, all right.
Look at the bottom half of the. You can't count Calgary because I know that you obviously think they're going to make the playoffs. But from
Yeah.
the rush down, which of those teams has the best chance of making it to the
Mm,
playoffs?
Honestly, Colorado still has time to turn it around, and I
Colorado's
think
my pick as well.
yeah, and then Vegas would be my second pick probably.
Yeah, Vegas has been playing good. That's not it. Both of those choices are great. You can't go wrong really either way.
Colorado is always that ghost team, right? So they start terrible, but somehow manage to make playoffs every time.
Yeah, they're basically a 500, just over 500 team, and they've made it to the finals the last 2 years. They won it the year
Yeah,
before, came in second place last year. Halifax, I always wonder about their durability, especially the way they play, because I mean, you saw it. It beats you up playing that style. I mean, they were fighting. That's just it's a hard style to maintain through the season, through the playoffs. And you look at how they handled the doubleheader this weekend. Granted, a lot of penalties that you wouldn't have every night. But
yeah,
what happens come playoff time when you have to play 2,
yep.
sometimes 3 games in a weekend? I don't know.
Yeah, no, that durability to do more than one night in a row would be a real test.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what was your favorite play of the game when you were sitting in the stands?
Ooh, honestly, I really liked Cookie's goals. Yeah,
All right.
and there was one delve save where he can't remember exactly what quarter it was in, but basically he crouched down and the ball went flying and it went over the top to the crowd.
Yeah. He is
Yeah,
so he's like an acrobat out there, like a gymnast.
yeah,
He flips all over the place. He's nuts. But all right, it's been a blast, Owen, as usual. Hopefully next week we'll be talking about the win that you guys have, and maybe Anton will be joining us.
yeah. No,
All right, buddy. It's been awesome. We'll talk to you.
okay,
See ya.
but.